evaluating this particular methodology since about January of last year. And since that time, it has been very, very well received. Our first test was with about 1,200 meters in Bethesda. And after we announced the event, about 7,000 people right away signed on. And we had an average of about 200 calls per day. So, and we're up now to about 110,000 calls we've had. You know, as you look at this, there are three things that come out in my mind that make this really a success story. One, you're leveraging technology, the technology that you have on the cell phone. Number two, it's a customer convenience, and we're in the business of providing things for our customers. And number three, it's a minimal investment for the county. So all three of those things go to make up for a good arrangement. But before I go further, I'd like to introduce to you and present to you primarily our county executive, who's been a real supporter of innovation throughout the parking lot district. Mr. Leggett.
Thank you. Good morning. One of the challenges we have is to marry technology with useful approaches to making life really convenient for our citizens. One of the challenges we have is, given the number of people who continue to drive and have a need for parking, is not having the kind of change of coins that are required. I talked to a few of my friends who visit regularly in the earlier years in the District of Columbia. At a time when I worked there regularly, you literally had to carry loads of quarters and dimes and so forth in your pocket. You're like a walking ATM machine, waiting and having those coins available in order to provide the necessary revenue for those machines. And we hear that a great deal from our citizens about, A, the necessity for having to park, for our businesses who want parking spaces to turn over quite frequently, but also about the inconvenience of having to have the quarters, the dimes, and things that they need in order to do that, or find other ways in which to pay. Pay by cell is a very convenient way for us to, in fact, enhance the quality of a parking experience. It's relatively low cost, approximately 35 cents a transaction, but we also have an organization or firm that really grew out of Montgomery County, out of our incubator, out of our innovation center, that is now emerging as a success story for us here in Montgomery County. We have now done a fairly good job, I think, Mr. Holmes, of getting Bethesda in line with probably close to 5,000 spaces. We will now move to northern Bethesda, to Montgomery Hills, Silver Spring, and Wheaton. And by the time we are complete, we'll have approximately 11,000 spaces throughout the county utilizing this technology. I think this is a win-win for everyone, for our customers, for the county, but more importantly, for the technology that we see that is enhancing the quality of life. We want this to work, and it will work. We believe in it. We've had an ample test of it, and I think that it will be something that all of Montgomery County will welcome in the other locations as well. So congratulations for the technology, congratulations for this success, and we see this moving forward in a very, very successful way. Let me also take this opportunity now to introduce Vice President Roger Berliner, who is the council district member for this area. I've had a number of occasions to come out recently to Bethesda, and every time I've come out recently, the weather's been bad. Last week it was cold, and we're trying to slice a piece of salami. Now it's raining and cold. You know, given the kinds of experiences we've had in Montgomery County over the last few years in terms of weather, I've said we've had blizzards, we've had snowstorms, we've had ice storms, we've even had an earthquake in Montgomery County. And if look around and someone tells me that we're having locusts that are landing in Montgomery County, I'm going to believe this right here in Bethesda and tell Roger about it. So here's Roger Berliner T&E Chesworth.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive, and it's a good day for Bethesda. I am chair of the Transportation Committee. It's a good day for all of our citizens because, as the county executive and as our Director Holmes has said, we are making parking easier for our citizens. That's what we want to do. We want to make it so that they don't pay parking fines. People go berserk when they get a parking ticket. Now we are in a position to say to our citizens, you can avoid that so easily. Pick up the phone. That's all it takes. So I think we are demonstrating to our citizens that we hear them, that we want them to come to places like Bethesda. We want them to enjoy a good meal, and we don't want them to have to worry about whether or not in the midst of their meal they're getting a parking ticket, because they can be sitting there having their lovely meal, pick up the phone and say, you know, I need another hour, and it's done. That's how easy it is. That's how convenient it is. That's what we want to do for our citizens. That's what this program does for our citizens. And as a representative of Bethesda and chair of the Transportation Committee, this is a good day for Montgomery County.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Berliner. Just to reiterate some of the things that have been said. One, right now we have over 5,000 meters that are in the system. And we're going to go to 11,000 once we go to the other PLDs, Silver Spring, North Bethesda, Wheaton, and at Montgomery Hills. Now, we could not have done this by ourselves. We were lucky. We had someone who came in and did the test, and then as we had the competition, they came around, they were the best to do the job. And it's a small business. And we have the president here today to talk to us. Miss Krista Tassa. I want to get it back. I want to say Tassa. Krista Tassa, the president of Mobile Now.
Thank you. Thank you, Executive Leggett, Council Member Berliner, and Mr. Holmes, Director Holmes, excuse me. I'm honored to be here today to help launch today's pay-by-cell service in Montgomery County, which, when all is said and done, will be the largest municipal installation in the U.S. and one of the largest in the world. I want to congratulate the county for taking the lead in the metropolitan region. We are very pleased that Mobile Now was chosen by the county to provide this service. And since launching the pilot in this very garage more than a year ago, as you heard, 110,000 parking sessions have taken place here in this region. And we believe that given the innovative spirit of the county, should achieve the highest adoption rates for cell phone parking in the country. The technology has international roots, fits well with the international nature of the county, having first been launched in tech-savvy Estonia. And coincidentally, its capital, Tallinn, enjoys a sister city relationship with Annapolis, Maryland. I don't know how many of you are aware of that. So we would like to thank our colleagues at the Department of Transportation who have really been our daily partner in bringing this program here and getting it implemented. We are also proud to be a participant of the county's Innovation Network as a tenant of the Rockville Innovation Center, and are grateful to the county's Department of Economic Development for nurturing our company. We are committed to bringing innovative and advanced technologies to this program in the coming years and to make parking even more convenient for Montgomery County motorists and enforcement personnel. Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been a great day, and it's something that really, it shows how you can use technology to do things.
This phone's already been registered because we at our laptop in the warmth of our own office registered this cell phone, gave it a number, identified ourselves as an individual account, and gave a credit card, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, or PayPal, charged our account, and we're good to go. So now all you have to do is come here and park. You pull up. This happens to be parking meter 57923. So you get out, you call your pay-by-cell. I'm calling the number on the meter. Five, 7, 9, 2, 3, pound key. Pound key. And I'm set.